This is Glenn Bloat's take on it.
Oh my gosh, the new speaker is here, Stu. Are you excited?
Mike Johnson!
He's the one we've been looking for. He's the one. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what I know about Mike Johnson. Okay, now that we have that covered, let me...
Right. So this is the overall the running gag amongst right wingers is nobody knows who the fuck this guy is. By the way, this is not a problem Democrats have. When we pick somebody, you're gonna know.
Tell you how I view this.
Yeah, because you have no information. So
the media loves Mike or hates Mike Johnson
Today.
Hates him.
Oh, yeah.
no, they don't.
Yeah, hates him.
And also, what the fuck do you mean the media?
Passionately hate him.
Yeah. You remember when McCarthy was Hitler?
No. Some people bring up the fact that he was an active participant in January 6th. McCarthy wasn't. But it didn't matter because McCarthy went down and gargled Trump's balls at Mar-a-Lago anyways.
Oh, yeah. He was the most right-wing speaker in history.
Yeah,
Gee, it's almost like every time somebody runs for president on the Democratic side, they're the most left-wing, extremist, communist Democrat fucking ever. John Kerry, fucking like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. It's always the most. Gee, it's almost as if the media that you're talking about is your own media.
This is Hitler's Hitler.
No.
This is the one Hitler looked up to going, wow, that guy's bad.
Yeah, I noticed this in the coverage.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden,
Well, Hitler wouldn't think the person was bad. He would think they were good for doing bad things. But it's okay. Glenn's going to probably yawn for lack of oxygen in a minute. So this is usually some sort of a, like a shot across the bow. Something, he says something that makes you think, this person doesn't have enough oxygen going to their brain.
Kevin McCarthy's this like moderate guy that we could all understand and get along with. But
Right.
this guy, he's crazy.
Ooh, he's nuts. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm just going to give you. I want you to view this in a different way. I remember being on the air when I don't remember, white or black smoke came out of the Vatican, and we're like, got a new pope, and the media was like, oh, we're gonna hate all these popes, they're bad popes.
What the fuck? No, you don't. I'll take shit that never happened for 1,000, Alex. The fuck are you talking about? The Pope before this one, the one that quit. What are you saying? There's two of me? Where are there two of me? I don't see a second me in here. Are you talking about just kind of the glow behind me because my lights aren't as strong? This is just horse shit. This is right up there with Trump saying he saw people dancing on rooftops after 9/11.
This pope is going to be a really bad pope.
This is fucking like no one ever talked like this about the Pope. The media sure as fuck does not go on the air with a fucking 750 million Catholics in the world and a bunch of floater Catholics on the outside and goes, the person that's going to lead this. It's like, you think they wouldn't go, this would be a terrible Dalai Lama. Like, nobody does that. No one. Never happened.
So bigoted. And then Francis, they pulled out the name and they were, immediately within 10 minutes, everyone on CNN, MSNBC, everybody was like, oh, he's a good pope. He's one of the best popes ever. He's going to be.
Again, what the shit? No, they didn't.
Wow, we love this guy. And I remember looking at Stu saying, uh-oh, there's something really wrong with this guy.
Yeah, he might have actual Christian values or something, or be charitable towards other people, and that sucks. By the way, neither of these fuckheads are Catholic.
Okay.
Glenn is Mormon, but only because he went religion shopping with his wife when they were going to have kids, and they wanted to raise their kids in a religion. So he went like knocking doors, essentially going, which church pushes me to the front of the line? And Mormonism was the one. Like, men fucking, you get a planet after you die, I'm for it. It's this or Scientology. It's basically the same structure.
So what did we do? We didn't know. We had a pretty good indication because the media loved him. Seeing that the media does not love Johnson, I think that's a pretty good sign. But just like this Pope, I didn't want to say, more than be cautious. So I'm going to say the same thing here. Be cautious.
This is their fucking party. This is what passes for political discourse on their side. I don't know who this guy is, and he might be great because other people who we hate him. So therefore, he must be okay because if we hate them and they hate him, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But I've said that before about a dozen fucking people that Trump picked, and it turned out to be shit.
But maybe we have a good pope. I mean, a good speaker. Unlike, I said, be cautious. This guy could be a nightmare. Be cautious. This guy might be good.
What? Honest to fucking hell. I can't. I mean, I guess, is this what it's like to just fill time on your fucking show? When you're like, shit, I got nothing. Today, I got nothing. The world, there's fucking, the Russia-Ukraine war is still going on. Israel, Palestine, all the Palestinians, all that shit's happening right now. There's fucking, we've got Trump in his own place doing all this. And this motherfucker, like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, it could be good. I mean, his voting record isn't all that much better than McCarthy's. Pretty much the same.
But
right?
McCarthy was still not so bad.
No, he wasn't a catastrophe. I mean,
oh God, I can't. It's just the fucking namby-pamby.
it seems like they're going to be right in the same realm. I mean, the question was, is the risk worth it for this type of outcome? As we said at the beginning, like, most likely what's going to happen is
I kicked my pedal.
Someone who's similar, like McHenry or McCarthy or Scalise, is going to be the guy who gets through, and that's probably what's happened here. I mean, it seems, he is conservative, like he's very good on issues like pro-life, but I mean, he didn't have that problem with McCarthy really either.
Right? They're Republicans. Yeah, he's yet another Republican. He got all the votes on your side. Of course he's checked certain boxes. What the hell? Hold on one second. I'm fixing something. I kicked my pedal and then it stopped working. This one should be OBS. And it should be it should be control for the system. That's what it is. I don't know why that died. It's weird. Replace. Excellent. Then, no, I don't want that one to be the end. If anything, I want to go to a scene with this one and replace it. And I want it to be you guys. There we go. I don't know why, but Chip. Hold on, let's see if this works. Why aren't you working? You crazy thing. Oh, maybe, no, it's plugged in. Shit. Oh, well.
And of course,
great, I've broken a piece of gear. Hold on. This thing, I kicked it a second ago. Maybe it'll rethink it. I don't know. Nope. Oh, well. I'm going to have to fix it later. It's going to take a restart. No, it's not new gear. It's older gear. And it's a little noisy. But, it's okay. It's a good pedal. I think I'll move it to the new computer if I can get it to work over there. I've got so much work to do. I barely do it. Like you can tell I'm having tech issues because I'm speaking with a British accent. It happens.
Of course, they're not going to ban abortion while they only have the House, right? Like, that's not going to happen.
So here's
it's almost like you're a bunch of fucking losers and you got to come to terms.
the thing. We're going to know quite quickly because we have the spending bill coming up. And what a surprise. It happens right before the holidays.
What do you mean, what a surprise? It's not a surprise. This should have gotten passed back in fucking June. The Republicans just suck at this. He's acting like, oh, it's all part of the plan. The fuck what? Are you saying that they could have passed this earlier, but Matt Gaetz wanted to, like, bleed the clock out? I don't know. I honestly, the fucking, it's just, I'm really don't understand the angle that he's even trying to appear smart with.
Happens right before Thanksgiving. Huh. Nothing bad ever happens in Congress when we all go away for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right, like
The fuck are you talking about? They have to do it before they go away. They go away too, asshat. You think they pass bills while we're on tryptophan hangovers with turkey? What?
we have our holiday parties and they have their holiday parties.
Exactly
and their
right.
holiday parties are much better than ours.
Yeah.
They spend trillions of dollars.
So
on the American people and on infrastructure and on the fucking military and the budget itself. They don't just throw trillions. What the fuck? Oh, God. This is like, they got nothing.
we'll see with this first holiday party. If we
Oh, that motherfucker's yawning again. Look, I was kidding. Talk about wasted oxygen, Kath. Look at this dumb fucking hell. He's bored by his own ignorance. Dear Lord, what an idiot. That's just fucking ridiculous. Look at him. Look at him. It's a good Halloween mask. Yeah, it looks like Stu farted. He had a tiring day. Being stupid is exhausting. Honestly. I just gotta leave this for a minute. I'm just enjoying it. What the shit?
He's already indicated, Glenn, by the way, that he's going to support.
God damn, stay away from your own fucking show. You work 3 hours a day, asshole. Fuck me. I drove back from LA last night, okay? So I left the show at Flappers around 11:30. Like I had to, about a little after 11. Went back to the house in LA, picked up my bags and shit, and my computer and all that stuff, put it in my truck, drove to Vegas, stopped for gas a couple of times, had to pull over one point because I was tired, slept for 20 minutes, and then kept driving. Okay, I got home this morning at 5 something. I want to say it was like 5:40 in the morning. And I went to bed and I got up. Summer's her show is launching this week. So she got up at 8:30 because she had to go, and they worked till late last night doing light cues and shit like that. And she had to get out of here and go do some stuff before they even met up to run the show a couple times today. And so she had to get up early, relatively early, especially very early considering I had literally arrived home at 5:40 in the morning. And I still got up, got her a fucking coffee, and then went back to bed for a little while, but I've been up ever since. And no coffee. I have had no caffeine today. And this motherfucker has the same show every fucking day. And he's like, eat my fucking, Stu, I think it's when you talk. Lord almighty.
Or a spending deal to go forward.
And again, can I show you something? I don't have a button set up for it because I don't need one. But let me show you something. Watch this. Now, if I need to go like off camera for a second, I have a button that can let me do that. That I program my fucking self. How you have a woman at home that can smack you awake. She doesn't smack me awake though, Bald Thanos. As a matter of fact, I don't think she even expected me to get coffee for her this morning. I did it because I love her. I get up and get my girl coffee in the morning. That's what I do. But like, I have a button on one of my stream decks here of the 3 that I have running at any given time that goes to the be right back screen. You can also do one of the switchovers, or he could even just have a button that's like a red light for the engineer, the guy he's got in the fucking booth that flips it, that tells that guy, I'm about to yawn. New love is the best. We've been together 11 years. Simmer. So, yeah, Glenn hates big tech. That's not true because that's his nickname for Stu. When Stu gets under the desk and starts to reprogram things. All right, anyways.
So this is not like a guy who's going to reverse the things that, Matt Gaetz said, for example, that he was opposed and he was upset about. This is a guy who's outwardly said he wants to sign a short-term spending deal to get us through these times so the government doesn't shut down. So, I mean...
Right.
Again, you're going to get, I think, similar... But that's not the worst thing in the world.
How long is the short-term thing? Like if
Jesus Christ. It's your show, dumb fuck. You're supposed to have insider knowledge. Don't you have these... Can't you call Chip Roy and ask, what's the one on the table? What's the length of time? Is it to January? Is it 30 days? Is it 90 days? Is it to the spring? Are they going to try and pass one that just gets us through the fucking election? So we're going to have to do this shit between now and the election. And then we can argue that we need to win this election so that we can trap down spending. That shit. If it's suit drama, I don't forget it. I'm trying to put it away.
If you give it to...
I don't want it to be in my brain.
To February, I'm not thrilled with this by any stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I made this date up in my head, and I don't like it.
Because something will come up, and they'll be like, you know what, we need a little more time. Short spending bills is not the answer. However, a CR is really bad. And if he gives,
I'm going to burst into flames. I don't know how Glenn Beck manages to get dumber all the time. Every time I think there's like, well, you can't get stupider than that. That's just fucking ridiculous. He manages.
Is this another continuing resolution where they don't even try to put spending back where it belongs? There's trouble.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is...
Well said. Brilliant. Back where it belongs. Back where we belong.
They're going to spend they're going to get some...
Oh, God. Somehow, Stu is going to out-stupid Glenn.
Some sort of spending package through. So it might be short-term, might be more of a continuing resolution.
Oh, my God, it hurts. Fucking, like Guido the Killer Pimp in Risky Business. I'm starting to get a stomach ache. Jesus Christ.
They're going to do it. The question is whether there's going to be any concessions. And you may get a few concessions to conservatives. Of course, with those concessions always come concessions to the left. So you might say, well, we're going to not spend this many dollars on this thing that conservatives don't like. Maybe...
Slow down. There's too many details flying at me at once. I'm having a hard time. Someone please tell me you're writing this down on a yellow legal pad so that I can refer to it later because there's too many moving parts. Sorry. Say that again, Stu. Yeah, I mean, it's such a good breakdown. I hate for people to miss it. How does the budgeting thing work?
Might say, well, we're going to not spend this many dollars on this thing that conservatives don't like. Maybe you cut some of the Ukraine funding out or whatever the issue of the day is. Of course, at the same time, to get this stuff through, what usually happens is there's little gifts to the moderate side of the Republicans. And in this case, because you have to work with the Senate and the president on it, you wind up giving concessions to people on the left, too.
Weird. It sounds like, and I know this word scares the shit out of you, and I know Glenn hates it. It sounds like democracy. It sounds like how a fucking democracy works. Dumb shit. Like, fuck. This is how this usually works out when no one has a clear mandate, and in a particular situation, whenever we only have 1/3 of the half of 1/3 of the government, this is how it usually works out. Glenn, this is how.
So, like, you know, there's only so much a speaker can do, which was part of the reason why the last few weeks didn't make all that much sense.
What is this? How is this a show? How do they have this many screens? This man, Glenn, Jesus Christ, Glenn Beck has, this is my green screen. It's right here. My office is this big. This motherfucker has like a space station to do his show in. And this is what he's cranking out? Maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe it's on me. Maybe I blame myself. Maybe it's because I'm putting too much effort in. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. Maybe I don't know. Who can say? But I was there. All right.
Right? They can't do much in this time. Hopefully, at the
By the way, everybody's like, Hal, this is not good for your health. Be careful. I'm fine. I'm having a good time. Please. And I'm glad you like my shelves, Holly. They're those little IKEA boxes that you can oblong. I put them in when we first moved in, and they were a mistake. They work. I would rather have them somewhere else in the house. In here, I got it. Quite frankly, I'm this close to, because of the new computer, taking them down and replacing them with a TV screen so that I can have a reference monitor that looks like a regular TV. And you don't need to know this is too much work.
very least, and it seems like he will be. He'll be good on these investigations. He's not going to be Jim Jordan on them, but he,
Jesus Christ,
at least can be someone who's aggressive and hopefully allows the truth
rapes to happen at OSU. Oh no, he's not going to be Jim Jordan. I see. I beg
to come out, and that's the main thing that the House can do right now.
Oh God, that was fucking ridiculous. That's the take. That's the breakdown. That's like, hey, if you want to find out the state of the Republican Party, there are only a couple of places you can go, and the Blaze is one of them. And that's what you get. Oi. Just, it's pathetic.